It's Wednesday, my dudes. And Wednesday means EU4 day. Yep, we're back. We're doing it again, as we always do. And at least today, nothing so big. Not any giant command wars which stretch on for a decade. No, we're back to more normal undertakings. Excuse me. Well, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the first step will be proclaiming the Jadd as the true faith. We only need a few provinces for that, which I remember we already prepped all the, I guess, front lines last time. So we just have to fight some dwarves for it. And yeah, that's about that. And once we get the few provinces in the west, it's gonna be a whole lot of fighting in Haless today. Overall, I guess mostly expansion is now proceeding better in Haless and still Rachen compared to the west. And yes, all the courthouses that I put into construction. Yes, indeed. Yeah, because over here we are mostly ready. We only need 3 provinces from Crathanor, and they are goddamn big provinces. Oh, they all have rebellion chapters. I guess Crathanor is... They still are Regent Court, but I guess... What is the religious situation? Basically, split along the Dames... split along the Dames Head. Coronite Regent Court. And then some... Wait, no, Black Doctrine? What is this? Oh... I thought this would be Rebellion, but no. Some provinces do have the Black Doctrine, which, as far as I'm aware, it got added somewhat recently, if I'm not mistaken. It's basically the evil faith, which you get with cultists and whatnot. I think, at least. Okay. Well, that's something. Would be an interesting playthrough. I doubt the AI will manage much. And okay. And then yeah, once we finish that up, it's gonna be a lot of stuff in the east. A lot of little things need to be cleaned up here and there. Also, I figured I read up more on the trade companies. And figured I should give them a little bit more of a look and just Oh, so what oh no, that's just construction cost from inflation. Yeah, I was thinking, what, they add inflation? No, they don't. So, I think currently the only place where I'm really messing around with trade companies is in... it's in the Gulf of Rachen, and I guess this will be a half trade company, half stated region. I guess the same is going to also apply for Denbasana, most likely. So that does give me a slight inclination to what different buildings we build, I guess. So first of all, since I want some states in here as well, I guess local trade power. We can put some company depots in here simply so that we will need less trade company provinces to achieve what we're trying to do. So they are relatively oh, and it is also 1 per... Is it like 1 per area? Okay, it's 1 per area. Yeah, I'm never This is my first time messing around with trade companies at all, so I have to say it's a bit... I don't know it that well. But yeah, also just local production efficiency. Provinces, yeah, so... I guess this was only... Oh no, this is 3. Oh yeah, the island also counts as... the island... Oh yeah, but all of this is... So how much trade? We do have trade power. Oh, trade power isn't even that. I guess it's a bit of a shame. It would have been a nice province, but then again... Not really sure. We can add this as well. The trade company. Yep, income looks much nicer. So... I guess we only have 2... And then sure, one more here. So that's harbors. Plonked in basically everywhere. And I guess, yeah, about the Denbasana region, it most likely would also be worth to think about it. So what's the situation here? It's, It's a bit weird because I guess there aren't any provinces that overtly have a lot of trade power. We control most everything here. I guess the Denbasana... There are some good cities which maybe would be nice too. I guess Denijasar itself. Though some of these maybe it would be just more worth it to turn into trade companies, and also this is covered up. Rayavashapal, right? Not sure how to go about it. I guess sure we can just turn some... Sure, let's just add some of these. So... You all can become a trade company. I guess I could have just done that for the entire state, but oh well. So that's all trade companied up. Let's also smack in a company depot. And leave that. Okay, this we already have stated, so that's fine. I guess, okay, that's again a little bit done. We'll figure out the rest at some point when I decide to pay attention. Yeah, when is that gonna be? I do wonder. So, I guess, what do we have? One army is still en route, but we don't have to fight the dwarves right away. So, I guess let's let it tick for a little bit and we'll get into the conflict. The usual slight chug as everything starts to roll. So money is doing good, manpower is doing all right. Yeah, I feel like for quite a bit of this campaign we're gonna just be coasting on the drafts. And okay, the trade companies definitely did improve income. And another splendor ability. Oh, we have we have fulfilled almost everything. I could actually do the trade companies. Then only Bulwari gardening would be left. And then we have literally everything. Huh. And yeah, at this point, I guess might as well we can get some forts for free. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Sure, why not? And yeah, how long was it until the next vote? 50. Okay, so 5 years, yeah. And I guess, let's see, might as well... We'll set Krathano as the goal. Now, Hechodovar, yeah, okay, we don't call them in, because they are definitely guaranteed by someone I don't quite want to fight. Tarakar is a bad business, bad news. They are very mean. But yeah, this, let's get it started. Let's get the party started. So you go take that, you come over here, support... Oh, actually, where is the... Actually, the Krathanorian military. You guys just stand guard for now. So, yep. Oh, the Krathanorians don't have good generals. Well, that's truly a shame. That is truly a shame. Would be very sad if we wiped them out. Oof, ouchies. That's some bone-hurting juice. Yep. 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 Okay, so who are we? Still some separatists in the east, I guess, all over the place. Yeah, a singular province. Oh, and that's all the way up in the north, sure. Some cores are still happening. Also, what's this? Who are the Callistos fighting? Great stuff. Why are they fighting the Greedy Grin again? Sure, go and beat up my... my little protectorate. How are they even fighting them if we are, I think, protecting them? And what's this, Tianlo? What's happening in... Tianlo... Wait, Tianlo still exists? Oh, Tianlo has one province, the city of Tianlo. Uh-huh. And they are fighting the command, okay, what's... Okay, the command is doing something again. The command is fighting, I guess, a lot of people in the east. Dahui, Jiansung, Aravkilin in the south, and Prukakin as well. Yeah, they are back to 160k troops. Of course they are. But, I guess what weird ass... I guess we have 40, we have 60, but I doubt Aravkilin is gonna contribute. Dahui has 60,000 troops. Jiansung has 100,000 troops. Huh. And they have military 19. Oh, the command has 20. If they coordinated, like, at all, they could potentially hold out against the command. They could potentially do something, but again, I doubt they will. And also, why the hell do you need my military access? Well, you know, sure, you can get it if it helps in the war. I'm willing to do anything to help those boys out. Okay, ooh, yeah, the copper, of Daltungur very much is, they don't have much defensiveness, surprisingly enough. Also, wait, what is this? They have a... Inner hold. They have a level 5 hold, but... there is no specialization as far as I'm aware. Pristine deposit. Well, that's only for some time. Yeah, there isn't a specialization on this province, which... That's a bit weird. Oh, disease outbreaks are also weird. I don't like them. I don't like them. Okay, 80. Oh yeah, also I have entirely... Oh, well, there isn't... Well, evidently Hechodovar isn't doing anything. They do have level 6 forts. Now, since I didn't co-belligerate them, I really don't want to take anything. Oh, also they have integrated trolls. That's cool of them. I thought they would kill them all. It looks like they're being nice. Okay, I guess we'll send an army around, and we will. I at least need to. I need to siege them down enough that they would leave the war. I need to push them out. Ideally, break some alliances. And they do have level 6 forts, which is annoying. Well, I guess we are dealing with level 6 forts everywhere. That's everyone has mostly caught up. Shame, shame. Oh, that... Don't tell me the Hechodovarian army is gonna all plop out. Oh no, they're on the route somewhere. Well, I don't know. Okay, there goes Krathanor. Pick up these two provinces. We are again running full of Diplo. We could pick up ahead of time naval professionalization. Sure, I guess it's 700. We get trade efficiency at least. Now the next one is gonna be good. That's Chebek. That's another galley. No, I think I have been so horrifically ignoring upgrading my ships. Really, I should get to it, I think. These are still galleasses. Honestly, let's pull the trade ships into harbor. We'll upgrade those at least. These are still goddamn caravels. From caravels straight to frigates. I don't know how many levels we are skipping, but I think it must be quite a few. Carols, yeah, we are skipping. Well, we are skipping early frigates, going from a level 9 ship to a level 19 ship. Yep. Got a little bit of catching up to do. Oh, yep. The Hechodovarian army has indeed decided to prioritize those forts. Well, I guess that does mean I don't have to worry about them fighting against us. And also I have and the Ovdaltungur army is also here. Cool. Ooh, prospering times, Tossa. This is a desert. A 4 development province in the middle of nowhere in the desert gets 12 development. No, I guess 11 development. It's got livestock. Honestly, just give me military. Sure, that's something. This is a sure. Actually, this makes me also think, what, okay, this is Golcora. could definitely turn this also into a trade center area. So what do we have going on? I guess honestly, you know, sure, let's trade company some of this stuff. That already has a manufactory, so sure, why not? Oh, this has gold. Emporium gold, and it doesn't even have production. What is this shit? Yeah, I guess everything here is just quite lackluster. Honestly, this could be a case where we just turn the entire area into a trade company. Basically, trade company the entire region. Because I guess the trade goods, like there isn't really much here. There is just a bunch of grain and cattle and stuff, and I guess wool. Which I think the only things that might matter here is, where is that one? Feed the land or exploit the land, which, yeah, all provinces along the Mother Sorrow gain pretty substantial bonuses. Either a lot of manpower or goods produced. But will that really matter, or would it just be better to get a merchant? I think maybe just a merchant would be better. Plus, we can remove the provinces. So I think for now, just assign literally everything here to the trade company. We'll see if that's gonna be enough to pump it up to 50%. And otherwise, it's just business as usual. Though, do I want to send over some troops and deal with this siege? I could do. But I don't want to abandon... You know, I don't want to leave one singular army here. Okay, final last one. And, yep, okay, we did get a merchant. We did get a merchant, so this week we control more than 50 of the raw trade power. Now, merchant. What do we do with the merchant man? It would be nice to actually steer some trade somewhere. Okay, I think we can definitely... Wait, we have a... we are collecting here. I think not a lot. We collect 20. Actually. Okay, so... We could definitely, I guess, transport trade in Sayunkan. Instead of moving it this way, we could move it down south, which means it enters into Bulvar and then it goes to Brasan. And here we control quite a bit of the trade and actually make quite a bit of money. So, sure, transfer trade power. I hope it will transfer in the right direction. Well, we just said that. Okay. Oh, yeah, also, we did finish this up, so... get in there and get to those forts. Did that improve it substantially at all? So yeah, now we're moving it south. I guess okay, it did net us an extra what? An extra 15? I guess it netted us extra 15 in Brassan, but that means our trader in Bahar gets quite a bit. Well, we still collect 15. So yeah, 15, 55. I guess honestly the 15 in Bahar isn't all that good. It would be nicer if we could collect somewhere that's more meaningful. But I'm not quite sure if we have anywhere that would be a whole lot more meaningful. Oh, cool. Okay, we could potentially transfer in Eastern Salahad instead of collecting, because currently basically all of it is going into the Middle Dvarovar, which doesn't really benefit us at all. So Eastern Salahad transfer out of Bahar. We'll see how that impacts trade. So currently we sit at 190 from trade. Okay, so that dropped us down because the merchant left, and now, well, okay, we are transferring 3.5 to Sariyend. I guess that's not really. No, it might be worth it down the road if it goes through Sariyend and just all the way down to Brassan. Might be worth it. 5. Okay, that went back 10 ducats. I guess it's okay enough, I'd say. Okay, nice. A fort taken. Yeah, I sort of... I should have sent you around, shouldn't I? I guess go around. Take the journey around. Admittedly, I don't need a whole lot. So let's see, actually, how much will we need? I need to take these 3 provinces. Okay, we are actually already decently close to it. And okay, I guess the courthouse is finished. The courthouse is finished. We can do a mission. Where is it? There. Expand local administration. Having studied the administration of the Harim Raj, there are many lessons we can take away from them. One important factor is that we need an efficient local administration, but also one that is well integrated into the imperial machine. We cannot let the ministers get too powerful or unwieldy. Instead, we will have local governors directly answerable to the Divine Herald. This gives us state maintenance for some time, which I don't think really matters. Yeah, state maintenance is nothing. More importantly, we just get some raw admin and... admin and admin. I thought that should have been Diplo or something. Oh well. I guess it would have been stability. I guess it would have been stability, but it's converted into admin again. So that's that. Which, yeah, I guess it does give us access to the next admin tech. Actually, for what do we need admin in the near future? So we finished innovative. The usual coring, of course. Don't have enough inflation currently that it would be worth it reducing. I guess we're just doing quite well, all things considered. Could remove the commercial advisory board. Which... yeah, sure, we'll do that. So now we can get as close to maximum absolutism as possible. It's gonna be, what, 99.94, so we are basically at max. Okay, damn, these fortresses finished. I think these were, yeah, because they are level 6, so that was just exceedingly lucky that we got those done so quickly. Orcs, more orcs. Welcome, boys. Boys, boys, boys. Orcs, orcs, orcs. Ah, yeah, trading in silk. Maximum promoted cultures. Sadly, we don't do that. We don't really promote cultures. That's a bit of an issue. Also, where are you heretics going? Are you gonna cause trouble to me? I think they're planning to cause trouble. Ooh, one of the Hechodovarian armies has disappeared. I do wonder where they're walking off to. So let's actually take a look at this already. No, okay, we are, as a matter of fact, we are very close. If we only capture like 1 or 2 provinces, we'll be able to take it all. Though, it would be nice if we could break some alliances. Primarily, I guess, with Hechodovar. Though that would no doubt be... well, it's not unfeasible by any means. Okay, you stop sieging that. I need that. Actually, we can still get a few forts from Hechodovar, so actually we should be able to piece them. If we could potentially piece them out separately. Maybe we'll have to beat their army as well, but that's definitely doable. Okay, we now border the Calcitos. Well, they have been expanding in the plains. Quite a bit. No, they took that place, finally, after so long. Not that province, I want you on the fort. Oh, you... okay, so now, I don't actually want to take the capital of Ofdaltungur, I don't want to damage it. I'm happy enough leaving it as it is if we can get enough. Meanwhile, what's this? Center of Faith, Center of Trade. Mindanan. With the High Temple finally standing tall, restored to its previous radiating glory, like eons before, it started to attract the masses across of Haless. Halesi, Harimari, even dwarves and kobolds flocked towards the temple complex in search for inspiration and faith. Though such large influx of visitors quickly brought the attention of the merchant class, and traders too, as culture and religion are being exchanged and studied. Along with that, plenty of exotic trade goods as well. And so a major of Mindanan came forth asking for Divine Herald Elazar to invest some funds to the local province so that they may set up a trade center. I guess okay, the wording is a bit, honestly, the wording and the grammar is a bit off, but 50 Diplo and 500 crowns. I think 500 is just enough to actually set up a trade center, right? So I guess that's the idea behind it. But you just do what you do what you do. Thanks for the money. Okay, so actually the Ofdal Tungur, yeah, they do have 40,000 men, but they're not really showing, are they? They're not really showing. Yeah, actually, goddamn, the requirements for piecing out Hechodovar are a bit high. And again, I don't want to damage the holds, simply because it sets it all back so much. And okay, it does look like they are retreating. You stay back. What? There isn't enough? No, there... Why... Oh, there are carrion... There is a wyvern's nest and there are carrion stalkers in this province. What the hell is this? Get me out of that shithole. I guess it works out very nicely for their defense, if nothing else. Oh no, a general died. Oh, admiral. As if I give a shit. Yes, the admirals, they come and they go. Navies, some may notice, navies aren't exactly our specialty. Or anything that we extensively care about. Oh, there's the Ofdaltungur army. Well, it would be nice if I can beat them up and get rid of them. Okay, that was a lot of discoveries spread. I think what we now see... Okay, yeah, I think that was the entirety of the ruined sea that we suddenly got vision over. I chugged a bit. I guess Naratica. I haven't seen this nation. Oh, they are big, but they don't have a lot of stuff. Who are you? They are obviously colonizers. Regent Court. I thought the game almost crashed. That wasn't funny. But who are you? Naratica. Haven't heard of them. Onyx Legacy. No, but they're not dwarves, they are humans. Average monarch lifespan plus 5%. Oh my. Yeah, I guess I'm not sure. They are definitely something funky. Ass Report, doing good, as always. At least I think they always do good. And then, yes, stuff in the south. Well, that is what it is. We don't overly care about it. Yeah, the Dwarven sieges. I guess we will have taken some amount of casualties in all the attrition from all the sieging. I was hoping we could, I don't know, outpace our casualties with our manpower regen, but I guess we are... If we are conducting like 3 sieges at once, it adds up. Plus against the dwarves, who are fully defensive, because of course they are. Um, okay. Okay, but once these 2 forts are taken... Well, yeah, speak of the devil, there goes 1. We can proceed and take some other provinces. Okay, and Ovdaltungur is returning on this side. Now, I don't actually want to overly mess with them, since the Hehodvarian military has disappeared. It's a bit of a mystery. I don't want to get jumped by too many suddenly. Don't want to get jumped by too many peeps at once. Oh, that was a disease outbreak. Why the disease? Oh, there's the Hehodvarian military, at least a bit of it. They have decided to return home. Okay, and that's that retaken. I'm sure, stay on guard duty. Oh, they're on the move. Shattered camp. Wait, where the hell are they moving? You know, just stay here. Okay, yeah, there is their combined military. Sure enough, sure enough. Come on, 50-50. It wasn't a 50-50. Sag. Actually, what is the siege ability like here? 11. Oh, it's assault. Yeah, it's assault province. Plus they have defensive. Even with the spy network, it doesn't overly help. Yeah, looks like we are also getting into the age where the world map is starting to just open up more regularly, quite quickly. Sometime, and we should just, well, know what's the state of the world like. Which is always neat to see how things have been progressing other places. I know, we are one point off from getting all that we need. Which, I guess it's not a lot, it's only 3 provinces and breaking an alliance, which we most likely could do more, but do we need to do more? That's a different topic. I think we just capture a few provinces here and there and leave it at that. That should give us the 1 war score we need. And then we can stop dying to all this attrition. Yep, there we go. I doubt I will be squeezing out any more provinces. Plus, we don't have claims anywhere else here, so might as well wait until the next mission, which will give us, I think, a bunch of claims. So, again, I guess just to make sure, yeah, those 3, the tip. We need just the tip. Breaking alliances, yep, all nice and dandy. Yeah, goddamn, almost 50,000 lost in attrition. That's not good. But, well, needs to be done. But now that is wrapped up. You get back down here somewhere more reasonable. You get out of the mountains. And honestly, start marching to the east already. No doubt that's where you're gonna be needed. And actually, this might be the first situation where I guess 17 months to core up. Now, I think this is I think it's more important to convert all of this, and yeah, 20 per province. I guess, yeah, the Rebellion. Oh, because these are chapters, this is a lodge. Okay, annoying. Well, convert all of them before we even do any coring. Because in order to complete the mission, we need them to be our religion. Oh, and yeah, this also completes the territorial... Yeah, but still stuck all the way back here. Subjugating Reuyel, which was basically the end of the peninsula. The Republic of Reuyel was one of the few of those under the sway of the Sun Elves to throw off their shackles and stand up to their... no, wait, what? Oh, the Republic of Reuyel was one of the few of those under the sway of the Sun Elves to throw off their shackles and stand up to their lies. We have since greatly admired their conviction, and we must integrate that spirit into our realm. We deeply need those who see the sun clearly to spread the light of Surael. Well, I'm not quite sure if that's the point why they didn't like the Sun Elves. I think maybe they just wanted to be free. But that's heresy. Saying that is heresy. They obviously knew that... I know all the other Sun Elf religions were gibberish, and Surael is the only true one. So, welcome. Now, what claims were those? Okay, so that gives claims on... I guess, yeah, not here along the coast. Instead, we are meant to hop across. So yeah, the Isle of Tef, this entire thing, and then the Busilari coastline, which is not that highly developed. I think usually I would... I guess, okay, the interior of Busilari is nicely developed. I would have expected all of this to be above 20. But I guess there are a few provinces which are not quite there. But okay, so that will be Busilar, which I think they're not part of the Empire. Where was it? Imperial... Political Imperial. Yeah, Busilar, they're not part of the Empire, so that's... At some point we will have to beat up the Empire, and then that will be an undertaking. But okay, Buselar is separate. What alliances do they have? What alliances do they have? I guess we can just do this again instead. Literally people that do not matter. Ghislaine has 2 provinces. Where the hell even is Convel? They're not even... and Asraport. Okay, so they basically only have allies in the New World. They don't have anyone in... Oh, Convel exists down here. Funny. But yeah, Buselar doesn't have any continental allies, and their military is... it's aight, but it's not that good. More so, now this is where we're gonna see the problems that we need a navy. We sort of very much do need a navy. Otherwise, we just can't do shit here. Now, I remember there being a mission relating to naval stuff. But I think that only started once. I guess, yeah, it was more like we have to build up a navy. Yeah, I guess after we get Businor, we start getting bonuses and requirements for navies. So I guess might as well start working on that right now. We have a decent naval force limit, which I haven't really worked on at all. So, yeah, it's gonna be some time until the next one, so let's just start churning out some ships. So, we will need galleys on this side. Just galley building across the entire coastline. Also, mostly in the provinces that take a bit longer, because I think I will shove some heavy ship production into the provinces that have harbors. Okay, we need some war galleons too. Yeah, like all these ones that do within semi-acceptable time frames can build galleons instead. Okay, that's some ships. And also the galleots we can double up. Double up on these boys. Actually, honestly, just triple up. Just triple up. We are gonna be spending a lot of our sailors. But, you know... I guess we spend them now and then we can start regenerating, at least. Because I think we have been sitting at... Oh, and that is over force limit. Okay, I will... It's not go... I don't want to go over force limit. That's a bit... a slight bit unnecessary. We will build up more harbors and then we can, well, pump out more. So, I guess everyone can start repositioning. So now we wait until we won't start any wars right away. We wait a little bit. Oh, wait, what's this? Okay, well, yeah, the command is very much winning. The command is very much winning, and it doesn't look like they're... The Prukakins have hired 100 and they have pushed all of their military into the field. But I don't think they have done anything with that yet. The Dahuis are trying. Jiansung has fought bravely and lost. Yeah. And the Dahuis, I guess they are fighting, but their forts are just getting taken left, right, and center. And Daravkelin, I don't know if they're doing much. We lost a general. Well, we can get more generals. As a matter of fact, we have almost maxed army tradition, so might as well we can get some... Okay, that's very nice. Do we have... We had that one army without a general. Where the hell is it now? Did I lose that? I thought we had an army without a general. Oh yeah, there it is. Right. You also get a general. How many can we have? Oh no, we are at the cap of 6. Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. It's all fine. So one army staying back there. Do we need to send anyone over anywhere? Honestly, I guess go east as well, same as everyone else. You're gonna be required there. And I am thinking with the excess admin power, we could create some more states. We could definitely create some states like over here in Keterata. Yeah. Only 39 to core all of that. Like, yeah, honestly, I think I should have stated the delta long ago. Someone sees the light. Very cool. Oh, that was the province which we could not convert because... Oh, wait, so that... Oh, I didn't even know that event circumvents religious zeal. Because I guess religious zeal doesn't prevent the conversion, it just gives negative 100 missionary strength. Which in the base game would be good enough, but I guess events can go around it. Meanwhile, where is this? Again in Haless? Yep. What province are you? 16. You're a decent province. Wilting crops. A wretched miasma fills the air, and townsfolk are left gasping for air. The smell had come upon them all suddenly, wafting into their homes more like a thief or brigand, crashing into their rooms and filling their lungs with a retching and unnatural gas. The ones nearest to the source, that evil house by the edge of the town, have even vacated their homes in a rush, leaving behind food and valuables that have no doubt putrefied by the first hour of exposure to that sickening smell. As we speak, the smell only spreads further, poisoning crops and any livestock unfortunate enough to be exposed for a prolonged period of time. The townsfolk clamor for a solution, with one party suggesting to end this problem directly, and to set our bravest off to find the source of the stink and burn it, while others want to set off a more comprehensive expedition and excise the evil without risking a great fire. Sure, we can burn it all. I'm not developing that place in the next 5 months. You don't have any rights. Shut up. Nobility, who do you think you are? Then Basana Estuary Famine. Well, that's no good. That's no good. The estuary is a big area. Oh, wait. Right. We have admin. We have money. It's time to build roads. It's time to build roads. And okay, here finally we can get 50 more government reform progress, which is cool, and we can get the Harimaris up to integrated. Very nice. Now, so some dwarves. Okay, so getting the Harimaris to integrated does complete a mission for us. Here, the Lords of Haless. Because, well, they live in Haless. So this was the only requirement, was to have the Harimari at integrated. When Harimar died, his empire fractured. Countless Harimari aspired to his mantle as Halesi warlords, and in that role evolved from bestial warriors to noble philosopher kings. Now that they are core part of our empire, our rule of Haless, and indeed all Halan, will benefit from their brilliance and wisdom. This gives us core creation cost for 10 years. Reduced for 20 years, reduced by 10%. Sure, 20 years is good enough, and we are about to go on a major conquest spree in the east, so sure. And then what? Harimar's legacy will be... we need to control all... okay, well, yeah, the Harimari culture group has been assimilated. By owning every province with the culture group outside Aliantir. Yeah, so... a lot of them are on our border here. I guess it's gonna be... some of them are all the way over here, which is a bit problematic. Also in the south. And then also in the mountains. I did not... oh, well, looks like Ovdal Khanzad has actually... they have actually done something about it. They did destroy the Harimari nation that existed here, the Dursekari. But I guess, yeah, well, the Harimari population remains, and the culture. So we will have to make our ways into the mountains, which is going to be a bit annoying. But still fine enough. And okay, yeah, as I was about to say, we can build roads. We can build roads. We have the money, we have the admin. So... this would be... I guess at least it does show me where we would build those roads. Far Salahad. Also, it feels like the Far Salahad would be good. It's cheap, and it's a lot of, like... this is a long way to walk, usually. So, start working there. And... and sure, in Far Bulvar. We leave a little bit of money in the bank, and then next we save up for Bulvar proper. And that will mean our highway will be done through the entirety of our core empire. Okay, there's a decent chunk of the Prukakin forces. They don't have good generals. No, sorry, they don't have good generals. Well, at least they definitely are. Okay, well, okay, some fight is going on somewhere, so... and the command is losing troops. The command is losing troops, which is, I would assume, fighting the Prukakin forces. They are quite substantial. Well, any losses they get are good for us, because how long was the peace with the command for us? Until 55, so actually not even that long. In like 7 years' time, or I guess 8 years' time, our peace with them will end. Though, Actually, well, yeah, okay, we still do have plenty of claims, right? I forgot all of this area. We still have claims on. Basically everything that they took from the Elephant Command, we have claims on. So, you better be ready. Why are you asking me for... No, I don't think you need my military access. And yeah, goddamn Krathanor and of Daltungra are getting picked apart. They are getting picked apart. Okay, some of these provinces will be done soon. I assume this one, yeah, this is the one with the lodge. Okay. We get a drill master par excellence. Telerian Kerzuir has turned our army into clockwork automatons that don't flinch on the battlefield. For 5 years, or no, I guess, yeah, for 5 years we get 10% discipline. And that would be, I guess, 50 prestige or a stability. But 10 discipline for 5 years, that is wild. That's wild. And okay, we can pick up absolute rulership. Which I think we will do. Why not? So, the next... I guess honestly, the next tech levels across the board are quite good. Furnaces are huge, though I guess we won't be able to use them quite right away. New galleys, which is useful. And I guess infantry shock gains a major boost in level 21. Christ, so cheap. Look at these discounts. Coring cost modified by negative 86.9%. Lord. God damn. That's a reduction and a half. Okay, yeah, looks like, well, if no one else, at least the Prukakin troops are striking into the rear of the command. So... yeah, the command is down to 100,000 men, so... okay, but what's this? Sponsored treasure hunters? The High Temples, despite their age, are often big targets of adventurers to explore their interiors and find treasures and map out the endless amounts of rooms that they have. Even after so many centuries, adventurers still find all kinds of artifacts and trinkets inside them, or various and mysterious notes and writing on the wall or old parchments. Today, my lord, you received the message of a known adventurer band requesting your permission and some investment to search through one of your high temples, my liege. Though be aware, sometimes they may do more harm than good. So, if we allow it, we will get 100 of every mana, but there is a high chance that a temple complex gets damaged. Honestly, we can just repair them with money. So I would say exchanging like 500 gold, which I think is the cost for repairing a temple, for 300 mana. That's... yeah, that sounds very worth it. So plus it's a 75% chance. It's not even guaranteed. I'll take my chances. Prepare the adventurers. Well, yeah, it's derelict. But yeah, we can just repair them. We can indeed just repair them. Okay, some of the galleys are finishing up, I see. Also, yeah, I forgot we need to For a long time now, these ships need to be sent out again. Okay, Cam. Ooh, that's +8 ducats. That's wild. And then you can do something in Rahenshire. Mudam Zel Anzabad. Admin tech cost. I just picked up admin tech, though this should be still good enough for the next one as well. So many events that would potentially give us stability, but we are just full. We're kind of just full on stability. So yeah, let's start getting this. Go to one place, at least a little bit easier to look at. Otherwise, this is such a mess of ships. Oh, well, and has the command... I assume the command has hired more mercenaries, armies, rivals. Actually, holy shit, the command is riding 80 mercenaries. Okay, so they definitely are suffering more from this war than I expected that they would. Which means more than half of their military is mercenaries at this point. That's bad. I assume they're still gonna win. They have taken a lot of the Dahui territory. But well, actually, maybe they're not. Jiansang is up to 80,000. Prukakin is walking around with quite a good stack. And this one actually has something of a general. So I guess some of those are also just mercs. And I guess it's definitely not as one-sided as I initially anticipated. Okay, there goes that, so... Can we take... Oh yes, so since we have converted everything in Bolvar, I think in the Bolvar super region it was, yeah, all provinces part of the Bolvar subcontinent are the Jadd. The Jadd is the true faith. For a long time the Sun Elves have held sway over Bolvar. Their perversion of Suraels' tenets has dominated the region. Now, thankfully, their heresy has been banished from the subcontinent and the true faith has been revealed. It is the Jadd that is the true heir to Surael's light. This gives us, and everyone else that is the Jadd, which, funnily enough, there are a few nations that have converted to the Jadd, gets tolerance of the true faith +2. Sure, congrats everyone, we did it. Also, I just want to say, it's very sad to see the gnomish hierarchy is dying. Portnum rules supreme. Well, they also are gnomes, so one or the other, I guess. Good job, lads. Okay, so now this does mean we have an absolutely beastly 11 tolerance. So that is just -11 unrest. So if we can convert places in a timely manner, we won't have separatist issues. Also, more importantly, it completes the Blade of Light. Sunlight takes many forms, from the orange red that paints the sky when it sets, to the beacon of fire that scorches the Salahad, to the gold-lit waves that lap the shores of the Bay of Brasan. But now it shall take one form more, a great blade of light, honed in Bulvar, which has now seen the one true faith. The blade turns and yearns towards the rest of the world. It is time for the Divine Herald to draw the Jadd as a blade, wield it, and ensure all Halan bows to its might. This gives us the Great Holy War CB. Yes. Also the Sunburst, which we can do, we just need a Quartermaster. Telerian, don't worry, we will get you back soon enough. I just need a Quartermaster. Who the hell was the Quartermaster? Reinforce speed. Okay, we can get a cheap guy in. I guess fire you for now. And get a Quartermaster. I don't know why it specifically has to be a Quartermaster, but sure. And this is the Sunburst. There is nothing brighter in the skies than Suraels' sun, but the explosions of the newest dwarven cannons come close. Ever since the Goldhold saw the light, there has been a steady trickle of dwarves into our artillery corps, and as we grew in size, some of the nearby Cannonhold natives, seeking a taste of Suraels' glory, or perhaps better funding for their research, joined them. They are now an integral part of our army and our empire, and the recently completed Sunburst Mark I, which during testing blew a sizable hole in one of the mountains in the eastern Salahad range, is simply testament to how they have found their ultimate calling in Suraels' crusade. For 200 military power, we can get 10% siege ability and 0.25 artillery fire. The 0.25 artillery fire honestly isn't that impactful, considering that cannons already have incredibly high fire modifiers. At this point, it's a 10% extra damage modifier, so it's okay. But it's mostly the siege ability that will get us to above 60, so that's cool. And I guess, yeah, the next military tech is still some ways away. So 200 military power. There you go. Okay. Okay. So with that done, I think that's all the missions and all the big things for now. Which means we can turn to the more practical stuff. Namely, starting a war. The command war ended. They had such good chat. They just had started going. Why did they peace out? They accepted a peace which they gave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 provinces. Seems a bit like... I think they could have definitely fought back. I think they only had like 50 war score against the Dahui. I think they definitely could have fought back a bit harder. And hello, Walter. You're arriving just in time for a little bit of Deus Vaulting, which we can now do because we did that mission. I guess did miss a few mission readouts. We had a few of those just now. Popped like I think three or two. But yeah, the Jadd has been pronounced as the one true faith. So now it's time to go get some of our rightful clay. Which definitely is ours. Okay, first though, need a tea refill. I need a tea refill, and honestly, a bit of a bathroom break. So sorry to spring this right now when you arrive, but I will quickly dip out for a minute and then be right back, and we can get into the second half of the day. Okie dokie, and I'm back. So, with the setup all complete, let's see, what fighting do we need to do? So I think the Tiger Command was the first on the chopping block. Unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, the Elephant Command is still in depth, 2000 in depth, so they won't be helping them. Which is perfect, we can just fight the tigers alone and fully take them. They basically have nothing left. So I wanna see what... Wait, are they... Or I guess the month hasn't updated yet. Okay, we have to let the month update. That will tell us... that will give us the new CB against everything. So I'm pretty sure I know what the Holy War Casus Belli is like numbers-wise, but I'm not sure how much the Great Holy War gives us. Well, I would assume it's just better. So it's 75 aggressive expansion, 200 prestige, and okay, 75% cost for primarily all provinces. Actually, I'm now not sure if that is the same for the basic Holy War. I assume maybe the cost reduction is what we get here. I assume it must be the cost reduction. But this is perfect because it's what we're mostly gonna be using against just about everyone now. Less aggressive expansion, which doesn't mean a lot, but sure, mostly just the cost. We can get more we can get more bang for our buck, basically. And that's enough said. War. Deus Volt for Surael. Yep, time to start repeating that every 5 minutes. Cries, disease outbreak, nay! Why a disease outbreak? Okay, we are sieging them. Oh, they do not have a single bit of fort defense. It takes us 4 days for a single siege phase. Okay, yeah, yeah. Also, I need to remember, we don't need you anymore. Give me back my discipline advisor. There you are, Talarian. Welcome back to the crew. So this is, well, simply put, just a very ridiculous. Suffice it to say, it is the peak of ridiculousness. And I love it. Those were level 6 forts. Those were level 6 forts and we took them in half a month. Not even a month, half a month. The traders, goddamn traders, you are in a pickle. I think I don't care about you. Oh, and we have to change seats of the court. No, we are just about to go on such big conquest. The core creation cost would have been very nice. I guess we do. Do we have any new options? Movement speed, trade efficiency. I guess we are going to be converting stuff, so maybe just missionary strength. Sure, to Ebushuptu we go. Okay, that's... Oh, right, I totally forgot that their actual capital is in the big city. Sort of, kind of forgot about that part. Let's go and get it. So, one thing which I am considering, at some point I should pop the Triumph of the Sun, which... Oh, pleasure barges. We do have we have more than the 2000 required development. As a matter of fact, we already have enough than the 4000 for the Rapture of Surael. So theoretically I was thinking we could take a bunch of Tiger Command. We could just take all the land that we need here currently. Like, do a major cleaning. And just take all of it. And that could be worth it for the event. We could hit like 400 overextension or 500. Now the Prukakins at least are highly developed, so that would be a lot of overextension. Then again, the rest isn't even that good. Also, now that I remember, we God damn, we are getting 17 Splendor a month. This is too much. I need to switch over in our policies. We don't need to be raising... We need to be... Oh, wait, we still have a focus policy on the gnolls? What? That isn't necessary long ago. Revoke. Oh, and they have been eating up a diplomat. They have been eating up a diplomat. Well, goddamn. But, okay, we need to pick someone new with whom to improve tolerance, because a lot of people are already integrated. We are doing quite well. I guess part of the problem is we don't really control territory with a lot of these races. But I guess what we do control, I guess half-orcs. Sure, we can try to focus half-orcs. Try to be friendly with them. And okay, as we are sieging that, honestly, let's see, where's our next target? Okay, the Prukakins are still allied with literally... Oh, they're not guaranteed by Mo Huang anymore. Now they are literally just allied. But okay, we could fight... Mo Huang has 30 Diplo rep, or I guess at least a bonus worth 30. That's wild. But still, okay, the Prukakins are 8,600 gold in debt. What did they do? How much did they spend on that war against the command? Christ, are you mad? Well, evidently they are mad. But okay, this does mean we can start a fight against Mo Huang with basically no one else joining. Guvamud is in debt. The Prukakins are in debt. Everyone is in goddamn debt. What is this? How are we the only ones evidently being economically reliable? Everyone is in debt. Sure. I guess, yep, start moving the army over to Mo Huang. Let's get that war started before someone decides that they do want to help them. Actually, this 24k stack we will leave for separatist purposes. And okay, the Golden Highway is gonna start completing, and I am just looking that we could just about start building the next pieces as well. Okay, there goes that. So how much would all the Tiger Command lands be? That is 60. Not even that much, and 90 admin to core it all. That's wild. That is wild. So, where is our overextension? We are at 36. Honestly, I feel like, yeah, this won't even be enough to really... Oh, wait. 63... We can get 64 overextension. Yes, the math is mathing. We can just about squeeze it all in. Theoretically, the Tiger Command would have one province left over, but we don't have claims on that area yet. So, sure, just give me all of this stuff. Give me your stuff. That's that. Quick and easy. Start coring all of that for basically nothing at 99.9 overextension. We are perfectly riding on the line. Okay, some more peoples have been assimilated. Very nice. Oh, autosave. Chug. Also, I think, yeah, we have almost 4k in the bank. We can start constructing. Oh, we went... Why did that... What pushed us over? What pushed us like 2% over... Not 2%, 0.2%. Well, okay, in 2 months' time, a core will finish. So that will be good. All of you, where is my main siege general? Get you down here. So now we do also control the entirety of Sarasong, which I'm pretty sure it's the biggest city in the world, because it is a 5-province city. Well, at least I guess it can become the biggest one. It's definitely not the biggest at the start. Development is quite low, all things considered, only in the single digits. Okay, and then Mo Huang. Yep, no one is willing to join. Nice that Guvamud is literally on the border. One less point and they would be willing to join. But they don't. Great Holy War. Deus Volt. It's me. Ya boy. It's me, yeah boy, coming to say hello. Give me your land. Nom nom. And yeah, I guess, where is it? Building, build up highway in Boulevard proper. Okay, they have power projection, which is the only thing that gives them fort defense. Otherwise, we can literally walk through them. Alright, I forgot about this singular province. They don't have any allies. They don't have any allies. Well, get one army over there and just walk in. So, if there was some argument to be made that we weren't total warmongers previously, now we are. Now we most definitely are doing a good chunk of that good old warmongering. Yeah. And I love it. I will do more. Try to stop me. I dare you. I goddamn dare you. Also you, Great Holy War, Deus Volt. Or I guess Surael Volt is more like what I should be saying. But I have to admit it doesn't quite have that ring to it. What do you mean we can't siege the province? What defenses do they... They require 33 regiments. Okay, well, you are annoying, aren't you? Send over some artillery. Send over some of that artillery. Ooh, that's a lot of troops scurrying around. I guess they are trying to recruit literally anything they can recruit. Well, we'll see how much that helps them. Okay, some of these... Okay, that's a mountainous... Actually, what is the terrain like? Oh, so that's one singular mountain province. I guess it is in like a hill chain. So I guess that's that. Mostly, though, everything here is flat land. Not even forests. And why are random nations from the Empire asking for military access? You literally don't need any. Piss off. Stop pestering me. Okay, yeah, on the... Okay, well, there goes... That's their capital. And I do think we have to deal with some of these armies. Oh, that's just a bunch of mercenaries, isn't it? We can deal with them. Oh, where do you think you're delta splitting to? Don't you even think about it. I want to take some fights from time to time, just sieging everything. Okay, and one army escaped, so it's only the mercenaries that were left over. Well, those poor sods. They got slapped around quite badly. Okay, there goes another fort. That's a big gain. I guess we have to smash the Mo Huang main military just to get them away from here. Also, I do need to peace out Brenulan. I guess we can walk over and siege down their capital and such. Also, we do have 3 spare diplomats. Honestly, some of these diplomats could be put to good use. So... Oh yeah, we long since we don't need any diplomats, a spy in the Buvauris, though. Can we steal some maps? Can we steal some maps, maybe? Ooh, Lupuan Rainforest. That would be definitely nice. And I don't think they have anything else, no. Yep, give me the Lupuan Rainforest. That's very useful, and stop spying on them. So now we see everything that's going on here. We have in the command... I guess we can shove a spy into Mo Huang. Might as well. And... Who would it be worth to spy against, really? Who's someone in the... Bucelar? Sure, let's start doing some covert actions in Bucelar. And then that will leave us with 2 diplomats for actual diplomacy work. Okay, and the Mo Huang military is just fleeing. They are fleeing full force. Honestly, once I take enough forts, they literally just won't have anywhere to go. And that does sound like a pretty good plan. Okay, looks like the war here finished. So what changes do we see? Oh, Sugembar. Okay, this is a bit annoying. Sugembar took all the provinces that of Daltungar owned outside of the mountains. So This is actually very annoying because it means if we want to expand here further north, which at some point we will have to do, we will have to fight Sugembar for it instead of the dwarves, and that's a problem because they are in the Empire. Yeah. Who actually is the current Emperor? I haven't checked in a while. The Emperor is... Wisdom. Okay, so still Wisdom. They mostly control everyone. Yeah, Wisdom. They do have stuff. They have offensive, they have quality. Yeah. They have stuff going on, and they sure as hell do have allies. Wait, Wisdom is allied with Vex? That's disgusting. Lore tidbit. Wisdom and Vex are basically rivals to the death. So them being allied is some form of unholy abomination. Yeah. Sure. Sure, of course they are. Also, more ships are done. Send all of you to the proper harbor. And this is gonna be our battle fleet taking shape. Okay, and this siege is not progressing though. I guess they are quite... Well, actually, I guess it just might seem that it's not progressing compared to how fast things happen over on this front. I guess it's more likely that sort of situation. Actually, we can split in half. No, our trader, Takal, died. Oh, he was, I think, good. I think he was a good one. So, who can we get in a replacement? I would prefer, again, I guess, what do we even have? Do the diplomacy? Yeah, honestly, the additional bonuses are, dare I say, ass. Yeah. Oh, I guess some of them scale with level. I guess sure, we can get a level 1 trader and promote her. Achti the Able. Welcome. Get promoted a few times. +3. Sure. Honestly, do we want to go up to... Sure, we'll go up to +4. Do the same for our discipline guy as well. We have the money for it. We definitely do have the money for it, so... Okay, another fort. I will ignore Verkalozavar for now. They can stay chilling. And manufactories! And we didn't get them. Piss. Wait, did I... Don't tell me I forgot. Of course, okay, no, we didn't get them because of course I did forget to I did forget to dev the province. Oh, and it is the new year. Does it pop on the first of the year, or... I'm now thinking, can I go back 2 days and dev it and maybe get it? Or no, I think it popped on. You know, I think we're only losing 2 days. I want to see if that even works. If it doesn't work, no way in hell I'm going back a year. I guess it will be just written off and as another one of those things where I forgot. But if it pops on like the 2nd or 3rd of January, then we could maybe... Honestly, it's still a gamble, because when it decides where to spawn an institution, it's just a random pick. And, well, we would have one province which would be basically in the sorting hat. And maybe we get it, maybe we don't. But at least it's a chance. And then I could write it off on bad RNG instead of me forgetting. But then again, I'm pretty sure that the... Oh no, they don't. They don't pop on the 1st. So we can quickly... Also perfect, we have the admin and the military. So what I wanted to do was simply this one province. We need to pump in some development, get it up to 15. Oh no, it's already okay. It's already preset. So that was worthless developing. Sure, I'll take that. So it spawned in New Acre, which is just over where everything else spawns, anyways. Good job, I guess. At least it's not that problematic, because this is one of those... Damn, look at these guys, just 40 development in every province. Yeah. But yeah, it's not really a bad situation, because manufactories at least spread quite easily. You literally get them in every province which has a manufactory. So it's basically just all over. I guess, funnily enough, we don't have that many manufactories, because most of our money has gone into, I would say, different things, different buildings. So we do look a bit barren compared to some other nations. And okay, well, basically that means nothing changed. We're back where we were. Yep. A bit sad, a bit angry that I forgot about it, but, well, what you gonna do? Honestly, there are a lot of those small things which I do just forget between these sessions. Which is a bit of a shame, considering that it's not really a long time between streams. At most it's what, like the weekend is 2 days. But, well, I guess only so much place in that good old brain. Okay, we have 64 overextension. Can I pick you up? Yes, we can, very easily. Also give me your money. Yoink, that's one province secure. And that's also a big old city. That's a big old city along the river. Yes, okay, for the first time I can read something. The command is considering attacking Zhongji. I thought they were allies. I guess they have... Oh, they have broken... Okay, so some time ago already they have broken their alliance. Zhongji is now allied with Jiansung. They have 30,000 troops. Oh, Jiansung is fighting... What is this? What is this fight? War against Tianlo, Jiansung out of Kelin. Her? That's weird. I guess not seeing what's going on here in the north is a bit problematic, but I guess they have some problems going on up there. Doesn't really affect us. But yeah, so the command is looking at Zhongji. How are they doing? Oh yeah, they do have the claims, a bunch of them. Well, good for them. Oh, that's the main Mohuang armies. Yeah, looking, walking. Don't even try attack my boys. I will send over another army. As a matter of fact, I will. How'd you like that? How'd you like them apples? Ulair. They tell us of flint glass and lead crystal. Glass making in New Acre has started using flintstone and sand together with lead to create a clear, easily worked and flawless product. So yeah, that is, they will now produce glass and they gain a mill for free. Well, that is the place where manufacturing started. Okay, it reduces the price of glass by 50%, because I guess now glass production is actually very easy and simple people can even get it, which is bad because I think we have a decent amount of glass. Where is it? Glass producing. I guess Haless doesn't have as much. That's mostly in the west. Glass. Actually, I guess we barely had any glass production going, so I guess that means we don't suffer much of an economic loss. It is a bit of a shame because we have big cities that were glass producing. Akad Bahar and Brasan, primarily Brasan. That's a big place. But I guess, a bit of a shame, but nothing much more. Okay. Send over this army up north. We might need some assistance dealing with everything that's happening over here. Oh, that's a 3-star general. A frontline holder. Yeah. Oh, but we have a new debate. We have a debate available, and you know what it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure I know what it's gonna be. Okay, we don't have the draft available this month, but I'm just gonna let it re-roll. We are below 50% manpower, even though we still have 100,000 in the bank, so it should be a possibility that we get it. Okay, the armies are arriving. Though it looks like they are running for the hills. Now this is only for 1 year, but sure, we'll spend some Diplo to not get as much of a trade crisis. Trade is good. Having a trade crisis, not so good. And yeah, by the looks, okay, I guess they are just full on retreating into the mountains. I guess I don't overly... Oh no, they're not retreating into the mountains. Okay, and we did finish our cores. They're not quite retreating, they are just going into the mountains. Sure. Was that a reroll? No, that... Oh yeah, that was a reroll. The draft, 112,000 manpower. Yep, and that will actually get us very close to our capacity. So let's put that in. We'll pop some... and then sure, grant minting rights. And boom, that's that's manpower. That's how you print manpower. That's how you print men. 100,000 are ready, and 2 more million are on the way, or whatever the numbers were. I always forget them slightly. Okay, now... Oh, what annoying little shittery is this? We'll have to pull some army back, deal with that. I guess you can head on over, do a bit of cleanup. Also, yeah, I need to capture some fortresses and peace out Brenulan. I don't need any land from them, they are too far away. I just need them out of the peace deal, if possible. Would be nice. University of Ebushuptu, once again paying 3,000 crowns for 5 innovativeness, doesn't really spark my joy. So we'll just take admin. We'll just take some admin. Also, oh shit, I don't need to stack. I don't need to stack this many armies here. So you go and siege that fort. We are sending an army over which will catch them. And now, okay, they walked around the mountains and now they are trying to come back in through the rear. Funny wording. Oh shit, a big pop-up. Okay, that has frozen the game. Game, don't die. Actually, what sort of pop-up could we even get currently that just so utterly freezes the game? The first report. Curses, not again. My friends exchanged wary looks as our ball descended the dark and claustrophobic spiral staircase. Losing the ball inside the High Temple was not an unusual event, but each instance proved to be a nerve-wracking ordeal, shrouded in the chilling darkness below. Despite our hesitance, we ventured into the foreboding High Temple to retrieve our lost ball. Deep within the dimly lit hall, we finally spotted the ball and hastily turned to leave. However, we knew it was already too late. An unsettling sensation crept up my spine, but before I could ponder it further, I rushed to catch up with my friends, climbing the stairs frantically. Just as I was about to escape the last of the shadows, a sharp pain shot through my ankle. I spun around in horror, only to catch a fleeting glimpse of a malevolent grin retreating into the darkness. My heart pounded in my chest, and a primal fear overcame me. I let out a blood-curdling scream and sprinted up the stairs, not daring to look back. My breath was ragged as I raced straight home. Upon my arrival, panting and petrified, my mother brushed off my claims, dismissing them as childish imagination. My father scoffed, attributing the scratch to a stray animal. However, my grandmother, her eyes hollow and distant, whispered with eerie certainty, "They are coming, and our time is running out." The weight of her words sank deep into my soul, leaving me trembling with a sense of impending doom. Unsettling, right? Reports like these are coming in from across the realm. I'm certain this is no cause for concern. We have money, let's start repairing some temples. You know, I think let's start repairing some temples. Where is it? Temple restoration, we need to be at peace. Well, that's problematic. Let's make sure we are at peace as soon as possible. Because I think that's the start of the events where all the spirits start escaping and wreaking havoc. Yeah, it's not a good one. It ain't a good one. I think, if I'm not mistaken, as long as the temples are repaired, there shouldn't be any problems, but I have been sort of neglecting them. So, I don't think they will take kindly to us. Why are you running? Why are you running? Honestly, I don't want to be too risky about what intercepts I take, but this seems quite... Oh, damn, that's some damage. That's a lot of damage. And with horrible... Okay, well, no, horrible rolls meant we didn't get much done, but... Okay, yeah, I guess the military advantage is still quite feelable. Okay, the sieges are coming along. Natural scientist died. Shame. Okay, Excuse me, who are you? A level 4 production efficiency advisor that costs only 3.5 duck. I guess our discounts for admin advisors are just stupid high, huh? Okay, and now the choice is, We could get a yearly inflation reduction guy, which does mean we could get the reform event, which would be cool. Or we just get an extremely cheap production efficiency guy. Plus, also, I would say this is the first... At least one of the... Oh, okay, looks like the admin advisor sure do have better secondary effects. Innovativeness gain... Construction cost is okay, but raw monthly reform progress, 0.24. Isn't that quite a lot? 0.24. Well, yeah, that would be like a third of what we gain currently. And I do like reforms, especially since the next one was a decently good one. So, sure, level 4 production efficiency guy. Extremely cheap, extremely efficient. I like how they are just now hiding in a corner. Like, what's your grand plan? You know, you have to get out of that corner at some point. Also, Brenulin, how much more do I need to take from you in order to piece you out? Okay, not much. I assume we take this fort and then take some of their inland forts, which should be a bit quicker. And then we'll hopefully be able to get them out of the war. Well, yeah, that indeed was quick. That indeed was quick. Also, it would be nice if I could break the Brenulin alliance from their side, so that they don't assist Mao Huang in the future. Oh, something is awry. That's not a good picture. My father, who had gone blind after years of toiling in the coal mines, lived with me. Alongside my wife and children, we cared for him for years. Despite his blindness, he did what he could to help us, assisting with laundry, and attentively listening to the children, and doing what was within his abilities. That is, until recently. One day, upon returning home, I found my wife in shock and grief. My worst nightmare seemed to be unfolding, yet nothing had prepared me for this. My father hadn't passed away, no, he had disappeared. In a blind panic, I rushed out of the house and asked neighbors and others if they had seen my father. Everyone gave me the same rehearsed answer, heading towards the high temple. Confused and with a sinking feeling that something was gravely amiss, I sprinted to the high temple, and there I found him. He was kneeling in the middle of a courtyard. As I entered this ancient place of doom, he turned to me with a grin so wide and unsettling that no human should wear it. I stared at him for what felt like hours, and an unknown force rendered me speechless until I managed to croak out, "Dad?" In response, he stretched his grin even further, his eyes turning black, and a transparent aura enveloped him. Realms fall, rulers perish, and Haless will rend like cloth in the wind. He exclaimed, his voice a cacophony of pent-up anger, vengeful desire, and lustful sadism, as if thousands were speaking as one. After this, he briefly regained his composure and collapsed to the ground, like a puppet discarded by its puppeteer. I caught him, and as I attempted to carry him out of the high temple, I felt as if thousands of eyes and voices were watching and whispering to me, indistinct but clear in their message. Something is awry, and this is just the beginning. We need to stay on the lookout. You think? You think? So, this is a bit weird because I'm pretty sure, like, the Age of Unraveling was the previous age, and I don't quite remember what the specific names of the events are, but I'm pretty sure this was called the Unraveling. Except I guess it happens... I guess I don't really know what the causes are, or if it's just time-related, or if something has to actually happen. Well, evidently whatever needs to happen has happened. And we're going through that situation now. And that's a lot of separatists. But I don't think I have to deal with them. At least the Golden Highway is getting built. That's pretty cool. That's at least pretty cool. Oh, okay. We can peace out Brenulin, but I do want to break that alliance. I think taking one fort should be good enough. Some separatists are building up. That's fine. I hope the Spirit Uprising won't be too much of a wrench in my problems. It very well might. I'm not sure. We are taking over decently large bits of Haless and Rachen, so yeah, I don't want to bet money on it. Okay, there goes that. So now, hopefully, yes, we can... Oh, I can even break both your alliances. Very cool. Give me some money too while you're at it. Why not? Okay, so now we have 84 war score with Mo Huang. Can we do something here? So, what territories do I need? These 3 provinces, and then everything on this end. So, these 3 are very cheap. I assume there's no development here. 7, 6, and 7. Okay, yeah, no development. And a fort. That's gonna be good. So then how much can we pick up along here? Oh, literally everything. This is only 40 overextension total. Holy shit. Only 40? I guess it's not developed. I guess it is mostly single-digit land. That explains it. But okay, we don't have claims on any more, so I'm not gonna rush it. We have plenty of areas where we do have claims, so I would very much prefer taking those. I won't even take any money from them. Then again, 59... 61... Yeah, give us the 2.5k. Give me the money. Give me the money. Barely any fighting. I think most of our losses were simply attrition-based. Okay, start doing that. Start repairing the goddamn temples. Wherever we can, repair anything temple restoration. Oh yeah, we have quite a few that need to be repaired. I guess we'll handle the ones that are fully destroyed first. Oh, it takes quite a long while to restore the complexes. I guess it's... Okay, no, it's very quick if they are only damaged. If they are derelict, it takes much longer. Okay. And honestly, yeah, I think I will... Oh, it costs extra if we are doing multiples at once. That's a shame. But I guess which ones would be Tugayasa? That one. Okay, we'll do this one in our hinterlands, so that I don't have to worry about it. Also, let's start rebuilding the old canals further. Reconstructing. Repair the locks and lifts. I'll start working on that. Okay, yes, some more Sekutan. The beater. Okay, we got instance. Portnam has invented the beater, which is for making paper. Which now means that paper is also 50% cheaper, which is a shame because I'm pretty sure paper is something that we do have a lot of. Trade goods, paper. Or am I bullshitting once again? Okay, I am bullshitting once again. We have some paper, but I guess... Well, not enough to be production leader, so... Yeah. And then what's this? Complex engineering. The repair of the old locks and lifts requires a great deal of complex engineering. Perhaps we should hire a foreign expert. Okay, so that's for the for Bolvar. We can get either a gnome or a dwarf. It does give us a advisor, a level 2 or level 3 natural scientist. Let's just get the expensive one. It's only 200 crowns and it gets the thing done 3 years earlier. A shame that we already have a good natural scientist. Would be very useful to get one of these. Hire the dwarf. Get the dwarf in on the job. Okay, next up. Ooh, that's a big expensive province. Sure, do it. Yellow Springs. While sneaking away from town to find a secluded place to cavour, a young couple in Sudavin discovered a pristine hot spring, seemingly having appeared out of nowhere. The springs are guarded by a kindly turtle spirit who, while voiceless, has been accepting offerings of coin and food from the people of the nearby towns in exchange for rejuvenating baths in the sulphurous springs. While we cannot begin to guess why they are here or when they will once again return to their spirit realm, the people of the region seem refreshed and content. Sure, magical hot spring. Yeah, who doesn't love it? Who doesn't love it? Also, okay, since we have so many troops, I think we can recruit a bit more. At least get this 24 size army up to match all the others. Which is mostly artillery, some cavalry. Another ability, yep, that's all the age abilities gone. So soon enough that pop-up will be annoying me again. Oh, that's the... Yeah, Divine Herald. Spirit swarms have risen up. Ooh, that's a lot of spirits. That's a lot of spirits. I do find it interesting that there was no pop-up for it, like no event pop-up. Okay, so... yeah... They are primarily infantry. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the spirit armies... Well, okay, they have risen up everywhere. So all the other nations will also have to deal with them. Including ones like the Command. Sure. Start pulling the armies together. We need to deal with this. I guess how tough are they? Ooh, they are causing... They are causing quite some damage. I guess this is up against an army which doesn't have a general, but... Meanwhile, pouring life into art. A Ket has recently opened a new art gallery, consisting of his newest sculpture collection. The upper classes were surprised by the realism of his works, appreciating his precise anatomy and evocative facial expressions. This didn't last for long, though, as soon enough citizens started to notice muffled screams from inside of the structures, turning out to be living people encased within the marble. The families of the people inside now demand the steward break these statues wide open and free them while compensating the Ket accordingly, despite him evidently not liking the idea of his collection being smashed into pieces. Finally, some art with soul. That is actually very bad. That is +2 national unrest for 20 years. I think I will instead lose for hedonism. Like, this is a bit too far, considering what the Ket usually get up to. That's a bit much. Okay, studies progress. Christ, tech boom. What's this? Herr Elazar I and their skilled advisors have been hard at work repairing the old Bolvari locks and lifts. Having all of this talent in one place is paying dividends. Bolvar gets the Bolvari tech boom, which gives local development cost -10%, tech cost -5%, and idea cost -5%. I do wonder if that's only for a little bit of time, or if... I guess it doesn't say it's for the entire game. I assume it's only for the time being, which is a bit of a shame. And there it is. I guess it wasn't the unraveling, the rending of the realms. Yes, that's the... I remember that name. The rending of the realms. It's bad. For millennia, the high temples stood as enigmas, constructed in a bygone era by a realm long faded from memory. Their true purpose shrouded in mystery. Over the ages, philosophers wrestled with the meanings behind the intricate inscriptions. Sages sought to untangle the prophecies they held, and the cursed dared to harness their power for their own ends. And with every endeavor, they cast yet another pebble onto the temples, each one adding to the countless others, slowly cracking its shell, for a single pebble accomplishes nothing, two achieve little, but thousands of pebbles make a difference. A scratch evolved into a crack, and a crack into a wound. While a lone wound may evoke little concern, enduring thousands of wounds is insurmountable, much like the fate of the high temples. Already weakened, these temples crumbled swiftly, eroded by time's inexorable passage, both in a tangible and abstract sense. Even the most robust walls of the pristine temples succumbed to the torrent of thousands of spirits, suddenly reinvigorated after eons of imprisonment. The high temples shattered. A deluge of spirits, countless in number, flooded streets as if a supernatural tide, rending lands and engulfing nations. From towering peaks to shadowed valleys, the landscape teems with spectral entities, a veritable invasion as spirits both minute and great converge, driven by a singular purpose, evading the confines of the high temples and being free once more. And so Haless descends into chaos and fear. Spirits inhabit every nook and cranny, some benign, though most seem to hold an inexorable aggression towards those that dared to suppress them for so many eons. While the spirits reap what we seem to have sowed, our people react in a multitude of ways, spawning doomsday cults, prophesying the end, or rallying against the state's paralysis due to the rending and demanding action. Yet the majority quiver within their homes, a deceptive sanctuary, as the rending affects everyone and reaches everywhere. May the ancestors guard us and guide us. So we will take a hostile stance towards the spirits, restoring temples and warding spirit domains. So damaged temple complexes gain devastation. Many temples will sustain serious damage. So this is... different nations have different ways to approach this. Since we are an outsider not from Haless, we basically don't have any options. Our only option is to be aggressive towards them, and we have to suppress them back into their homes. There isn't much to it. I assume we just beat up these armies and then start repairing all the temples. If you play some certain nations, or if you want to go the way of converting religions, I think, which ones? Some of these nations, I think, had the religion. Who the hell was it? I'm pretty sure that someone had picked the... No, they're all high philosophy. Well, basically, there is a religion here, the Mystic Accord, since they are mystics, and they live in accord with the spirits. I'm pretty sure if you have this religion, you can actually make peace with the spirits. In a similar fashion, there is one nation at the start of the game, which I very much want to play, but the mission tree honestly seems still a bit scuffed. They are friendly with spirits from day one. Plus, I think now they changed it. Everyone that is high philosophy can pick whether they are hostile, neutral, or they befriend the spirits. And I think if you befriend the spirits, there is an option to get a spirit military, which is, as far as I know, 100% shock-based, if what I remember is still correct, which sounds absolutely wild. But, well, yeah, all interesting and whatnot, but we're not doing any of it. We are just getting rid of them. We just have to get rid of them one by one. Yeah, I guess our army without a general did get very badly beaten up. Oh, don't tell me I have actually... I guess mostly we should wipe them. In some places I might have to manually chase them. Okay, looks like if we actually have proper armies, they don't deal too much damage. Okay, so what do they do? So if they actually do capture a province, which mostly they didn't do because we have a lot of fort zones of control, it gives devastated province for 3 years. Okay, for 3 years it reduces production efficiency tax and settlers by 40%. Okay, so I guess the production decrease is noticeable. And okay, no, they do deal... They do noticeable damage. But I guess, well, we have the manpower. It's gonna be a bit of an unexpected manpower expenditure, but it's nothing that we can't deal with. Oh yeah, and then there are the big spirits. Karunyana returns. It began like a whisper, a mere change in the winds, but the signs were unmistakable. Something disastrous was afoot. At first, the river seemed only to slow, but then the languid current stilled entirely, and the unthinkable began. The mighty Karunyana reversed. Its rushing currents flowed up the God's Wall, into the peaks and the heavens beyond. The whisper grew in intensity to a roar, the unmistakable sound of raging water, as the ground began to shake. Unrestrained animals fled uphill, paintings fell from the walls, and urns shattered in homes as an ominous deep cracking could be heard from the greatest likeness of the high gods everywhere in Haless, as if the mountains themselves were breaking. Then all was calm. The shaking stopped, and the loud roaring of churning water quieted. The river had become completely still, as if frozen in time, without flow. And then the God's Wall erupted, its 10,000-year visage shattering out into the air above the Shamhakad plain, water and stone crashing to the ground below in a cacophony of destruction. The 1,000-carved deities of the God's Wall were swept away before the flood, and locals of Maruvad looked on in horror as a leviathan crested the waterfall, descending on them from above, a vast blue catfish, glowing an ethereal light, rode along the top of the flood, pouring out of the God's breach, propelling the torrent of devastation before them. The great spirit, Karunyana, had returned to Rachen, and all would know he was here. The God's Wall... Okay, so where the hell is the God's Wall? The God's Wall tunnel will be opened. All provinces in the Karunyana group gain 30 devastation and lose 5 development. So where is Karunyana? Karunyana. Okay, so the Karunyana is the river. So... Oh. You mean to tell me that literally everything along the river has lost 5 development? It would be nice to know how much development we had a second ago. That's absolute bullshit. Because that is like 20 provinces, 30 provinces. So that was around, what, 100, 200 development lost? And also, where the hell is the God's Wall tunnel? Because I do not know where the God's Wall is or what the God's Wall even is, I have to admit. But yeah, that is... Oh, all the way up here. All of this also took 30%. So everything along here has taken... Okay. Oh wait, is this the God's... Oh, here, the God's Wall tunnel. Okay, so this into the basically this is into the Forbidden Valley, if I'm not mistaken. So this is just now a passage. Yeah. I knew that the big spirits are bad, and there are many of them. Which now I'm extra stressed knowing that if one of them can delete like 200 development, then what the hell will happen next? And okay, the command, at least the command is also not doing well. The breaking of chains. A message from Jiangxusi is brief. It details a siege, the breaking of the city walls, the storming of the Korashi Forge near the city center, the intentional destruction of its large-scale production capabilities. This action is proof that the shamans conspire behind this enemy. The shattering of this critical piece of infrastructure weakens our ability to keep the shamans in check, and no doubt reinvigorates our enemy. So the command has lost more Korashi reserves, and something is rebels lose 2 war exhaustion. Well, the command is also getting messed up in all sorts of ways. So that's good for us. That's good for us. Okay. Oh, now we get basic separatists as well. What's your problem? Don't you see that we're fighting spirits and other ungodly abominations? And yeah, okay, the spirits do a lot of damage. Now they have very good morale. I guess they do have very good morale. And it just seems like they have good... Oh, I guess for the stats, actually, they use our own military, so... Not really sure what's up there. Okay, that's another swarm eliminated, plus we need more generals. Christ, the infantry in this army got absolutely cooked. Plus we need more generals. 5 siege, you sure are good at siege, I will give you that. But we do also... Currently we need fight men. Currently what we need is fighting men. Okay, head on. I guess head on over to the east. Deal with that. Oh shit, they've actually almost taken Sardica. How the hell have they had so much progress on Sardica? I guess they... Oh, they have a 5 siege general. Well, okay, that explains it. I guess the spirit generals are very random, what pips they have and what they don't have. Yeah, I did not expect to be dealing with this today, but I guess it is what we do. But yeah, I guess as I said, at least everyone is dealing with it. And it looks like the command is not having a grand old time. Then again, I imagine it shouldn't be too problematic for them to wipe the spirits out. Maybe just a little bit of a setback. Okay, move in, move in. Infantry is getting exhausted. I guess, yeah, usually our infantry isn't meant for such back-to-back fights. Okay. Oh, you. Where are you? Oh, I guess we beat them. They just ran away. Sure. Temple complex damaged by siege. Okay, it went from damage to derelict. That's bad. But I guess not much else we can do about it. But okay, we have almost eliminated all the spirits. Just a few more armies left, and then we'll be able to recover and assess. Oh, and I entirely forgot that we have another army sitting down here. Frick. Okay. Meanwhile, highways are still being built, because why not? Okay, that's more infantry. Oh, how many? Yeah, I guess we will have lost around, I would guess, 40,000, maybe 50,000 in all of this fighting, as far as manpower goes, which definitely isn't just a little. And now, yeah, Tungayasa got captured. Elazar's magic studies, yes. Honestly, I feel it will be quicker and cheaper. It will be quicker and cheaper to merge some regiments after this. Yeah, like you. Just move over all the infantry, merge you together. Give us 5 new regiments. These ones can naturally regen. Okay, now we have to fight on a mountain, which isn't gonna be nice, but... And the enemy general is... The spirit general is decent. In the fire phase we do very nicely. It's the shock phase where the spirits do have very much an upper hand. Okay, who here is a... I guess you retreat back down. Okay, you definitely need to consolidate infantry. I'm only 4k left. And then you also definitely... And also just delete this one. Also 6. Okay, yeah. Okay, you are also in a horrific state. You'll split out all of you. Woo-wee, yeah, okay, actually, yeah, it will have been closer to 50 or even 60k, I guess, looking at how much we have to re-recruit now. Chat was goofing, internet was struggling like command against you. It wasn't anything on my end. You sure about that? I guess I haven't paid much attention to that again recently. I did check my internet before the stream, and I thought it was fine enough. But okay. And that is... Well, that is all of the spirits eliminated. We just have to get rid of... Yes, unsiege Tungayasa. And that will also be a good point to call it for today. I did some PC repairs and didn't replace my internet dongle. Totally me, I believe. Okay, okay. At least good to know for me. Shame about the dongle, though. And yeah, I guess we'll free up this fort, fix up the military. As all things considered, all of this went down at, I would say, a relatively opportune moment. Because we had a lot of manpower in the bank, still do. Our monetary situation is good. We weren't in any big wars. So, oh, there is also a spirit ward menu. Selecting a great spirit will make the decisions highlight provinces not protected by the spirit hunter's state edict or a temple complex in that spirit domain. Oh, so this is like look at this menu. So, okay, yeah, here we have Karunyana. Marutha, I think Marutha we would be a bit affected by, then Basana is a big one. That's a big one. And I guess Hukai Telabi. So, yeah, Yihi. Karunyana the Unfathomable. Also, here you have the options to attempt to place a Great Spirit back in chains and prevent further rending events within that domain. So they can repeat in the same domain? Yeah. And all provinces in the Spirit domain must be warded for that to happen. Okay. So, a Great Spirit will make the decision. Okay, so I guess we do that. We do Karunyana. Also, what? Eduvi is the only province that we haven't... I guess it is highlighting it. Is that really the only province that's not warded? Spirit Domain. Fungbun Tape Temple Radius. Where is Fungbun? Fungbun Temple Radius here. It is... Okay, it's damaged, so we need to get this repaired pronto. I guess where are the decisions? Temple Restorations. Fungbun. Yeah, it is expensive to have multiple of them ongoing at once. But I think since it is the only one that I think we need, I will get it going. I will get it going, and then hopefully the other temples we will have to figure out in time. Okay, Tungayasa has been retaken. So, it's a bit of a situation, but I guess we got through it. We don't have any more spirits in our own territory, which I guess means I will say it's fine. Okay, quite a thing. Wasn't expecting that today, but I guess we got through it, and yeah, I guess that's gonna be that. A lot of crusades and a lot of angry spirits. Who could have expected that? But then now, I guess I'm about tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure. Again, if there's gonna be more EU4 or not. I guess, yeah, I'm not really sure, and I think I will only find out really tomorrow if I can make it or not. We'll see. I think most likely it's gonna be either tomorrow or Friday, and not both days, so I guess just keep a watch on notifications and stuff. Maybe I'll be around, maybe I won't. We'll see. But yeah, either way, that's that for today. Progress has been made. And see you next time then. Bye bye.